Good morning, Delaware. Can I say Delaware?
Yes, you can.
It's Good Morning, Wilmington. I'm your host, Ivan Thomas, with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza.
What's going on, Vincenza? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be on set, on the plaza, Good
right.
Morning Wilmington show.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, the sun is shining.
Oh, and it's beautiful outside. I
Yes.
think it said 60 degrees today.
Yes,
and because yesterday was like freezing. Okay, so I don't know what was going on with yesterday. The day
Yeah.
before that, it was even colder. So, but here today we have some beautiful people in the studio,
Yes.
some remarkable guests, and I want to bring on. I want to introduce to many the most lyrical math teacher on this side of the Mason-Dixon.
Yes.
And when I look, he's over there. The husband is the number one fan. He's like,
cheerleader.
yes,
He's the number one
Like-
fan. I love it.
Like the Finneys. I'm gonna just call them the Finneys of lyrical math, an education based curriculum
Yes.
that's infused with hip hop. That infuses hip hop in it for learning. So, welcome.
Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
us. Thank you.
so much for having us.
First off, let's get to it. What is lyrical math? Okay.
You want me to take this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here's the elevator pitch. Lyrical Math is a hip hop math program designed to teach basic math skills through instructional hip hop music.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. How did that come about?
It came about. Well, you want to take this?
Yeah, I'll take this
Okay,
one. So basically, during my teaching experience, I started out teaching in Chester Upland School District. And so many of my students, when I would come into the classroom and present them with a math lesson, they would be bored with the typical way that it was presented. And so given my background with music,
Right.
I decided to incorporate hip hop to teach the lessons. So I would take the concept and put it into a song, and then that would get them more engaged. The scores went up. Students were more active in the classroom and willing to learn. So
That's what I
that
was
was
going.
a starting point.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. The engagement alone, how was that? So they're bored. So let's cut it right.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
bored in class. These kids do not like math at all.
Come on now.
right?
The average
So you get in there and you
child.
start spitting, right?
Right.
And they're like down there paying attention.
Right.
Let me hear something.
Oh, he wants you to drop more.
Let me give. I don't need 16. Give me
He
8.
want to know
give
if you got bars.
I'll give you one for multiplying fractions.
Multiplying fractions.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Give it to him.
Please don't doubt me because I know what's happening. Turn my mixed numbers into improper fractions.
Yeah.
Multiply my whole number to the denominator. Then I take that and add it to my numerator.
Numerator.
Cross divide diagonal numbers by their GCS.
GCS.
Replace them with the quotient, then I do the rest.
rest.
Multiply my numerators, then I multiply my
Denominators.
denominators. I take that answer, then I simplify it. Did it so fast that I don't know where the time went.
time
Last
go?
step, check that my answer is accurate. Quarters like work when I'm multiplying fractions. Please don't do it. Please don't. Don't do it. Please don't. Don't do it. Please don't doubt me because I know what's happening.
That is phenomenal. So I can see why the kids paid attention now.
It's fun. You're making math, which is to many is boring, fun. And I
Yes.
think that's what's most important, that you're able to take a subject that we all have to learn starting at a young age and making it fun and making it interesting, and you're able to
Engaging,
engaging, and I think that's what's going to help our youth and the students really retain, because that's what it's all about, retaining this information. And you're challenging a different part of their brain by bringing in music.
Yes.
Love music. I love music, and we have to learn math, right?
Right.
So might as well learn it anyway.
Right.
And studies say, and I know you guys have done the math on it. Studies say that kids actually retain, due to rhythm.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's-
ABCs. How did we learn ABCs?
yeah, it was a song.
song.
Exactly.
It was a song.
Yeah.
Especially like when it comes to our background is that everything was a song, and in the villages it was songs, right?
Right.
So let me ask you this. You hear music all day long, and you hear people that's trying to teach us something, and it's horrible. It's like it is. It's bad. Okay, but you being a lyricist, because that's exactly what you are, and the hip hop beats that you have some good producers
Yes.
putting
Right.
together some good music
Yes.
to make this catchy.
Absolutely.
Because when I'm talking about good music, I'm talking about the music that they are used to listening to. You are now just replace your lyrics with something educational.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
like how did and I know you were a former teacher of the year. right?
Yes, for HP DuPont Middle School.
Oh, shout out to HB
Yes.
DuPont,
Shout out
right?
To HB Warriors.
Oh my God. Y'all said that together. Was y'all the same class?
I was a warrior. I went to HB
Yes,
Middle
yes,
School.
yes,
So,
that's
and
represent.
congratulations on that honor.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yes.
So, do you still teach? Are you done with teaching and focusing on this full time?
Well, I think I will teach forever. But,
Right. I mean, in the school
the
system.
classroom,
Right.
yes. So
Okay.
I had to make a tough decision last year because of all of what we were doing with this program and how much people were requesting for our program in different areas.
Okay.
I decided to resign from Red Clay Consolidated School District and do this full time.
She took 3 days to send that email out.
I can imagine.
I'm sure
She was like, it was in the draft folder.
She was in her comfort zone.
I was
When you
like,
say she was in
oh
her
my
comfort
God.
zone.
18 years of teaching in the
Yeah.
classroom.
Yeah.
That's a leap of
Yeah.
faith. Yeah.
18 years of teaching in the classroom.
Yes.
But how many years spitting?
Since middle school.
See what I
Since
mean?
middle school.
Yeah. And you do come from a musically inclined family, right?
Yes. A lot of people in my family, they either do hip hop, they do gospel, R&B, and so I mean it just goes back generations. And so I picked it up naturally.
Right.
And so once I became a teacher, it was just something that I'm like, I'm using this tool.
Right.
I need another tool. I need
Right.
something
Right.
to help get the students engaged.
And it was only fitting for you to combine both of your passions.
Yes.
To do
Yeah.
something you love even more. You love singing, you love performing, you love teaching.
Right.
And now you're able to combine both of those passions to make a real difference
And-
and even
and-
stronger impact in our schools and to our youth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is very important.
I think, and another thing is that, it's always great when you're connected to someone that can help mold what you're doing and see something that maybe you can't see yourself.
Right.
Right.
So in meeting my husband,
Husband manager.
right, in meeting my husband, he knew, the 2 different passions that I had. And he has a background in studio production and digital filmmaking.
Nice.
And his mind at some point when he said, well, you rap and you teach, he said, you know what? Maybe you could be a hip hop math teacher. I was like, what?
Right.
Like, that's corny. No, I'm not doing that. He was like,
exactly
no.
what she
He was like,
said.
no, for real. Like, think about it.
Right.
Like, we could put a CD, we could put a curriculum
His
together.
mind is
and
gone.
his
Right.
mind just went
Took off,
somewhere.
yes.
And for me, I was fine with, no, I'm just doing this in my classroom. And he said, no, it's bigger than this.
You know what it is? I got tired of us going to the supermarket or a restaurant and she bumped into one of her students and they're like, oh my gosh, I still got that song in my head that you used to teach us.
You mean the song, the CD that you threw in my car when I first met you?
Yes.
That's what you mean. So Vincenza, look, so I'm at the freaking light, right? I'm at the red light and this guy pulls beside me and I'm in my old beat up van. This was 16, 17,
Yes.
right? I'm in my beat up. He's like, yo, I heard a lot about DETV. And I'm like, oh, great. Who? I'm like, yo, what are you throwing in my car? There was a CD in my car, right? And I swear the CD was so amazing. I listened to it 2 weeks later and I was like, let me see what the guy's talking about. And I put it in, I was like, oh my gosh. And I instantly became a fan. COVID played a huge part on a lot of businesses
Yes.
growing and a lot of businesses
Absolutely.
failing. But yours took off during COVID.
Absolutely.
What did you do during COVID to expand lyrical math for the community?
We innovated.
How?
Yeah.
So we just pivoted. We literally had a conversation in the dining room and I was like, what is the education system doing right now? It was just, it seemed like it was at an all-time halt. And so she literally said, well, we can just pop up in parks and teach classes. I said, roll it out. I need to see it.
Right.
And so she literally drew this picture. It'd be dope if we could put it up. But the picture was a drawing of me in a truck and a trailer. No, actually, it was a flatbed.
Flatbed.
And she was on top with whiteboards. Extremely dangerous, right?
But, kill everybody.
Right.
But you know your fractions.
But she's going to be teaching as
Right,
she
right.
goes down, right? But what was interesting is that was the springboard to what now is called pop-up math class.
Nice.
So we
Nice.
started that in the height of the pandemic in 2020. In the summer, we partnered with Matt Meyer, Newcastle County, and the state of Delaware, and we were literally having 30-minute hip-hop math classes at Glasgow Park, Belcastle Park,
Swift Park
Swift
and
Park,
Tally Day
and
Park.
Tally Day Park.
Wow.
Excellent.
Open to the public.
Yeah, I know Matt was all over it.
Yeah.
Being a
Right.
former math teacher himself,
Yeah.
you can see the value in it. It's like just like anyone else see
Yeah.
when they hear it, once
Yeah.
they hear it.
And that helped us see how many students from all over Newcastle County were being affected by the pandemic learning loss.
Right.
And, you know, just the students talking to us, their parents that would bring them up, they would talk to us about what they were struggling with their child.
Yes.
And so we just saw how big the need was and how much more it was needed for me to be outside of just
The
one
classroom.
classroom. And so, it definitely helped to expand what we're working on.
What can we expect
Yes.
next from you guys?
Great
A
question. Expansion.
Okay.
We have
So this
Yeah,
is our
we
newest
should.
project. It's called Look Who's Teaching Me. So Lyrical Math covers 3rd through 8th grade math standards, but Look Who's Teaching Me is K through 2nd.
Okay.
And what's really cool is we had, we haven't performed in 2 years, but we, like 2 Fridays ago, we were at Moat Elementary.
I went to Anna P. Moat too.
Oh,
Beautiful.
beautiful. This is great.
You're around a lot of black folks. I'm gonna tell you that.
Anna P. Moat.
So
Retreating Pond.
Right.
AI High School's next.
Right.
You can
We
see-
haven't hit there yet.
so that means we're going to
We're gonna do that. So that's in Red Clay School District, and so they partnered with us to do K through 2nd performance.
Excellent.
And then they took a little lunch break, and then we came back and did lyrical math for
Right.
3rd through 5th. So we
Nice.
serviced about 400 students.
Wow.
Really, the cost is about $2 a child.
Okay.
Right.
So it'll behoove every district to get on board.
All right, so this is what I need you to do before we wrap up.
Right.
Look at your camera.
Yes.
That's the need camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
the
the need
need.
camera. Tell the camera, tell the people what you need.
We need you to need us. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. We need to partner with every school in Delaware because really this pandemic just took a back seat to education and for students, and we just need to revitalize
Yes.
education and learning and having fun. So we want every school to get on board to create this tour that we're working on for next school year, where Miss Finney will come to every K through 5 school for a performance.
as well as middle schools as well.
There you go. And you can also check the Finneys out on DETV Kids. Are inspired by Sesame Street, we created here at DETV,
Yes.
our educational edutainment program that has the Finneys and other Delaware teachers combined with their curriculum to help get the word out, to help educate and then inspire and impact the children in our community. So again, thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
You guys,
so much.
all right. I will say, take us out.
You gonna hit them with the intermission or no? You gonna hit them with that?
Which one?
Just hit them with the
Hit us with the intermission
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Go ahead.
Okay. They told me I couldn't do it, put the word out, I did it. Saw me as a falling star, just a meteor slipping. They were never on my level. See, I'm forever sitting amongst the stars, cause even through the dark, you see me, I'm lit, a lyrical mathematician. If you sleeping, you'll miss me, of course. Pass on the memo, I'm taking an ace in the course. I've been at it, this victory lap is the aftermath of what happens when I'm rapping these lyrics and I master math. Tell them scattered, they still hating, I subtract the